Hi, I'm Billy the Fujiguys, and we're in Tokyo, Japan, actually the Midtown office for Fuji. And I'm going to give you a behind-the-scenes look at Fuji's 5th year of X series anniversary. So come, follow me. So as you can see, this is our touch and try section where we have our latest models that we're announcing at this event. We have, of course, the very famous Fuji X Pro 2, brand new sensor, processor, focal plane shutter. Really everything about this camera is brand new. The design, of course, is still very traditional and kept in the style of the original X Pro 1. We have some of the newest accessories, the hand grips, the leather case for it. We're also introducing at this event the Fujifilm XF100 to 400mm lens. This is, of course, Fuji's super telephoto zoom and gives you an incredible 5 stops of image stabilization. We're also having a replacement to the XE2. This is basically our rangefinder style camera. The XE2S basically is very similar to the original XE2, but it offers XT10's firmware, so the new improved autofocus system, improvements to the menu, as well as, of course, the video capabilities in terms of controls have been updated. There are some minor physical differences. The top plate is made to mimic the look of the X Pro 2. We also have the hand grip, again, that's very similar to the X Pro 2. And of course, for anyone who's just getting into photography, there's also a new auto button where it makes it very, very simple to take pictures without having to understand the exposure by changing things like shutter speeds and aperture. We're also introducing a brand new fine pix model, the XP90. This is Fuji's shark-proof, waterproof, dust-proof, and freeze-proof camera. I believe it goes to about 50 feet, and it's good to about 14 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 10 degrees Celsius. Again, this is a tough camera, does some great videos, offering things like 1080p, 60 frames per second. One of my favorite cameras today, of course, is Fuji's premium compact model. This is the Fujifilm X70 using an APS-C size sensor. It's basically the same sensor processor that's found on the Fujifilm X100T. So again, image quality is going to be incredible. It is also Fuji's first touchscreen enabled camera where, of course, doing selfies, you can do things like touch focus and doing touch AF. In the playback mode, again, just like your smartphone, it's very, very simple to swipe between pictures, double tapping, and even pinch to zoom to confirm the autofocus, okay? So come follow with me, we'll show you some of the other products. There's actually a cutaway of the hybrid multi-viewfinder found on the X Pro 2. Again, a very unique technology. It combines both the benefits of an optical viewfinder as well as an electronic viewfinder. It also utilizes Fuji's X100T's electronic rangefinder feature that offers sort of a picture-in-picture view when using the optical viewfinder, making it much easier to confirm focusing as well as the possibility of manual focusing while using the optical glass. This is basically a breakdown of the design of the X Pro 2. As you can see, it uses, again, Fuji's XDNA. You got the top and bottom plates baked in magnesium alloy. It's fully weather sealed. As you can see, some of the yellow points that are indicated here are some of the sealing points to allow for weather sealing. We've got a brand new focal plane shutter that goes up to 1/8,000th of a second. Again, a new X-Trans CMOS 3 sensor, which is a 24.3 megapixel APS-C size sensor, and our latest X Processor Pro, which is about 4 times faster than existing processors found on Fuji's camera system. This is on the circuit boards here. Looking at the designs, you can see, of course, with the magnesium alloy, again, this is a weather-resistant camera. A camera like this generally is going to be used for things like journalists, and it's really ideal that that's the case. And of course, we have sort of a marked version of a weathered version of the X Pro 2 being used in the field. So that's a nice little look. So come follow me now, and I'll take you to see some of the other displays that we have here. Again, this is sort of a comparison between the X Pro 1 and the X Pro 2. Design-wise, as you can see, they look very, very similar. These were some of the concepts of the designs as it went through its first production. The X Pro 1, as you can see right there, was the original design about, I guess 4.5 years ago. Then we had a little, I guess, mock-up of the X Pro 2. Again, slightly slimmer, slightly higher. And then we made a sort of a rounded version of this camera. But based on a lot of feedbacks that we received, it ended up being just very similar to the design of the original X Pro 1 because everyone liked the style, the look, the rangefinder look was really the essence of the X Pro 2. And of course, the advanced hybrid optical viewfinder being, again, a very unique technology to Fuji. which also, of course, adapts to different lenses by sliding a magnification glass. So in about 5 years, Fuji has developed an incredible X-series lineup. Again, we got basically our rangefinder cameras, we got a DSLR style mirrorless cameras, and then of course we got some of our entry-level rangefinder and mirrorless cameras. The XT10, which is one of my favorite cameras as well, and going all the way to the XT1, which is more of a DSLR, very, very popular model, of course, weather resistant. Fuji in the last, I guess, 3-4 years have developed an incredible lineup of lenses. You know, every single lens designed by Fujinon using Fujinon glass has some incredible optics, incredible technology from the autofocus system to the development of new autofocus motors to allow for very silent operation, especially when useful when using the film. Again, we have the latest lens here. We also have the 35f2, which is a most recent weather-resistant lens. And then this is sort of the compact side of our categories. Again, the X100T, very famous for the styling and its optical view, a 35mm equivalent. We have our fine pixel models in 4 different colors, a new lime green and an orange that's contrasted with sort of a graphite look to the front of it. The XQ2 that uses a 2/3 inch sensor, as well as the X30, which again offers an electronic viewfinder and basically a little zoom, about 4 times optics. So this is currently our lineup for Fuji this year. So again, what we're going to do now is going to take a look at the X Gallery, which is for the X Pro 2. So come follow me. Jeff. So this gallery is based on 100 X photographers from around the world using the X Pro 2 as early as about a month and a half ago, and they had a chance to basically shoot the styles. And what you see here are prints coming out from the cameras in different type of categories. So we have photographers that are shooting portrait, landscape. You got street photographers. Basically anything that the X Pro 2 can do in terms of capturing photos. This is basically the gallery for that. So we have sort of a living gallery, a living color topic here, I guess. And then if you follow me, we go down to some urban disciplines. Again, some points of interest from around the world. Again, this makes it a great travel camera. We'll try to see if there are any X photographers that maybe I know. And I'm sure you know a few of these photographers here. We got from the US, Busaka, very famous photographer, so some great shots there of the New York skyline. And if we just wrap around this little corner, this is kind of interesting because this is actually the Fuji talking stage where we're actually going to get guys like David Allen Harvey to speak about Fuji's latest camera, the X Pro 2. That's again our flagship model. Let's just look at some of the other galleries that are here. Again, these are printed on Fuji paper. And really, when it comes to photography, Fuji is about making incredible prints. Some of these shots were done with Velvia. Others were done with the new film simulation modes like Acros Film, which is great for portraits. Coming along, you can see we got Charlene Winford. This is basically one of our street photographers, a very talented photographer, of course, and really a great picture here. Okay, we're just looking on. We're on the basically street photography side of the X Pro 2. Again, a very famous category for this camera when it comes to the style that the X Pro 2 offers. So again, our journalists, our media, and some special guests will have the opportunities, of course, to see this live. This event will also open to the public starting on Saturday, so they can come in and really be able to see this incredible gallery that's been, again, printed. And of course, when it comes to photography and photos, you really have to print your photos. And this gallery is not just about the image quality, but also, when it comes to prints, people are worried about how big you can print with Fuji's camera. And of course, the latest sensor offering 24.3 megapixels, it is quite incredible. So let's just wrap around the gallery really quick. And as you can see, we have some great photos. So that's a great shot there of David Allen Harvey's little collage. It's incredible print, almost lifelike size, as you can see here. Just coming down a little bit more, we can see some ex-photographers. We have Spencer Wynn from Canada. He's based in Toronto, as you can see, shot up at the northern parts of Canada. We have from Italy, I guess, Gianluca Colla. Great shots. I think he went to Greenland to take some of these photos. We have Renaud Philippe, who's actually a Canadian ex-photographer, again up in Quebec, and he's got a sort of a skyline shot or an aerial shot of this great neighborhood. Just wrapping around again, you know, we got some black and whites. This again, we're looking at some neopan over, I guess neopan or aqueous film. Very fine grains, great for taking pictures of the portraits. Let's see if we can see any photographers that we noticed. There's Robert Faulkner. He's based out of Vancouver, BC. And again, this is a great portrait shot, some really sharp details coming out from the X Pro 2. Kevin Mullins, very famous wedding photographers, shoots strictly with mirrorless cameras for the UK. We got, I guess, Matt Hart again from the UK. This is a great shot here, just emphasizing some of the lines and again the stylings of the X Pro 2 and street photography. And you know, the camera's not just about that. There's a lot of portraits, okay? A lot of fine art photography that's done, and it can be that's very possible with the X Pro 2. Marcus Sancola, this is an a photographer from the U.S. and very famous for shooting a lot of celebrities. So, you know, things got famous celebrities like Jennifer Lopez. You know, the very iconic shots were done by Marcus, and he's loving and enjoying of course, the X Pro 2. Coming down, we got more kind of you know, magazine-style shoots. You know, with lights. We have, I believe, Nathan Elson right here, who's, of course, another Canadian ex-photographer. And again, some great shots straight out of the camera with the X Pro 2. We got Patrick Levac, again, another Fuji X photographer from Montreal, Canada. And this is actually a juxtaposition shot where really, you know, artistically, this is quite incredible. So again, that's just a quick tour of the touch and try and the gallery section for the 5 years of course, Fuji X series cameras. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you have an opportunity, of course, to see at least the live view presentation when we announce all these products today. I hope you enjoy this video. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, I'm Billy of the Fujiguys.